Ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers of Mr. Magazine, welcome back to the channel where every whisper from the world of Turkish stardom turns into an unforgettable story. Before we unravel the emotional night that left thousands speechless, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and, if you want to support us even more, hit that join button to become an official part of the Mr. Magazine family. Now, let us step into a night of trembling lights, hidden fears, and courage revealed under a dazzling spotlight. The award ceremony that took place last night was expected to be just another elegant gathering of Turkey's brightest talents, an evening of glamorous gowns, carefully rehearsed speeches, and polite applause. But as the hours unfolded, something none of the attendees foresaw transformed the event into a moment destined to echo across tabloids, living rooms, and social media feeds. Standing beneath the cascading lights of the grand stage, Sıla Türkoğlu, one of the most celebrated actresses of her generation, chose not to hide behind scripted lines or polished smiles. As she accepted her award, she allowed vulnerability, rare and unfiltered, to surface. What began as a simple thank you speech soon shifted into a confession that rippled through the auditorium like a wave no one saw coming. With a composed voice, yet eyes shimmering with an emotion that no camera could fully capture, she said words that froze the room. Her baby's upcoming birth, a moment usually wrapped in joy, carried serious medical risks. The admission was so unexpected, so intimate, that even veteran reporters looked at one another in disbelief. This wasn't the typical celebrity reveal. This was a heart laid bare. As she held the microphone, Sıla did not resort to dramatic pauses or theatrical delivery. Instead, she spoke with a kind of quiet bravery, the kind that comes only when fear and hope collide inside a person's chest. "My doctors have warned me," she began, "that the delivery carries certain risks for my health. But I am following every medical procedure, and I am surrounded by professionals I trust completely. I will do everything in my power to walk through this process with strength." It was the first time the actress publicly acknowledged the danger surrounding her pregnancy. And it was enough to make jaws drop. Guests who moments earlier had been laughing, posing for photos, or whispering about designer dresses suddenly found themselves united in shared astonishment. A few clutched their hands together. Others blinked rapidly, caught off guard by the rawness of her honesty. Her colleagues, many of whom had known nothing of the situation, were visibly moved. Some later admitted they felt the air thicken, almost as though the room itself was holding its breath. Sıla Türkoğlu has long been admired for her polished performances, her dedication to each role, and the serene public persona she projects even in the whirlwind of fame. Yet last night, audiences saw something different, the unmistakable flicker of fear behind her smile, the shivering spark of hope she clung to despite the stakes, and the courage of someone refusing to pretend everything was perfect. Her eyes, a mixture of exhaustion, determination, and gratitude, traveled across the hall as if silently asking for strength. Those present said later that her vulnerability carried a strange kind of power. It was not weakness. It was authenticity. And authenticity, especially in a world of carefully curated celebrity images, can feel like a rare gem. Barely minutes after she walked backstage, the world outside the venue had already begun to react. Phones buzzed through the night as clips from her speech spread across platforms. Fans flooded comment sections with heartfelt prayers, long messages of encouragement, and declarations of admiration. Some said they cried. Others confessed they felt protective of her, even though they had never met her. Her name dominated trending lists until dawn, with hashtags multiplying faster than reporters could refresh their screens. Every post seemed to carry the same sentiment. "Stay strong, Sıla. We are with you." The emotional storm that followed was unlike anything fans had expected to witness on an otherwise celebratory night. Tabloid programs, news portals, and entertainment channels wasted no time dissecting every second of her speech. By morning, headlines everywhere screamed variations of the same theme: the beloved actress's revelation about her high-risk pregnancy. Health experts, gynecologists, midwives, and public commentators were invited to analyze her situation. Speculating, clarifying, offering perspective. Even those who normally stayed away from celebrity discussions felt compelled to weigh in, as the news touched not just her career but her very well-being. Sıla Türkoğlu had not simply opened up about a personal matter, she had launched a national conversation. What struck many fans the most wasn't just the medical risk, it was the fact that Sıla chose to speak about it at all. Celebrities often shield their struggles, especially when dealing with such delicate matters. But Sıla broke that tradition. Her fans interpreted her disclosure as a gesture of respect, a sign that she trusts the people who have supported her through the ups and downs of her career. Younger actresses spoke publicly about how much her sincerity inspired them. Many said they felt seen. If someone so admired could admit to fear, then perhaps vulnerability wasn't something to hide. Through her honesty, she built a bridge between her world and the everyday experiences of thousands across the country. Among the guests at the event were close friends and colleagues who did not hesitate to rush to her side once the ceremony concluded. They embraced her, whispered words of reassurance, and offered their help in the months to come. Several insiders described the backstage environment as deeply emotional, filled with both worry and admiration. People who worked with her on previous sets remarked on her resilience, how she pushed through injuries, exhaustion, or setbacks with a professional discipline rare for someone her age. And now, they said, she was facing her biggest challenge yet. But she wasn't facing it alone. While we continue unraveling this heartfelt story, don't forget, if you're enjoying the coverage and want to stay updated with every surprising twist in the world of celebrities, make sure to subscribe to Mr. Magazine, drop a like, and consider joining our channel for exclusive content. Your support helps us bring more in-depth stories like this one right to your screen. For many in the entertainment world, the spotlight is both a blessing and a burden. It can amplify achievements but also magnify fears. When Sıla stood beneath it last night, something remarkable happened. The light didn't overshadow her confession, it amplified her bravery. Attendees later said it felt as though the stage itself bowed in respect. This is why, they insisted, the night will be remembered not merely as an award show but as a turning point, an evening where an actress chose truth over illusion. As medical professionals continue to follow her case closely, the actress's health will inevitably remain under public observation. Every update, whether shared by her team or leaked through insiders, will be dissected with both curiosity and concern. One thing is certain, the coming weeks will be emotionally charged, both for Sıla and for the millions supporting her. Fans have already declared that they will stand by her through each step, each announcement, each challenge. And the media, sensing the gravity of the situation, will continue to hover, waiting for the next chapter. This unforgettable night revealed the courage of a woman carrying both a child and a nation's hopes upon her shoulders. We will continue to follow her journey closely and bring you every detail, every statement, and every moment that shapes her story. If you're moved by Sıla Türkoğlu's strength, let us know in the comments, what would you like to say to her? And which celebrity should Mr. Magazine spotlight next? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that join button to support the channel. This has been Mr. Magazine, where stories become legends. Stay tuned for more.